Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Saturday night's Messages of Love from Above. Can you believe it? It's already Saturday night. But welcome, welcome. I'm excited to see what Spirit brings through this evening. And before we do that, let me get my desktop all set up here and we'll get into it. All right. Looking good there. And all right. I think we have it all set here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I think we are live. Perfect. Yep, there it goes. Okay, the confirmation just came through. Just took a moment. And before we get into everything, I'd like to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing that, I of course would love it. We can individually send love out to the world, and when we do that, that helps transform and balance out like a million people that are having low vibrational fear emotions. And so we can help our whole collective and the planet as well. So never underestimate your ability. And when we do it together, whether you're watching live or on replay, we join outside of space and time and we can multiply it together. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to you right here, right now. And then as I hit the beautiful singing bowl, we're going to imagine that beautiful love flowing down into us, filling us up and flowing out to the world. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. All right. And before we get into it, hey, everybody. I do want to make sure everyone's aware we do have a beautiful Pisces new moon tomorrow. I know, right? And daylight savings time here in the United States and other places. So be aware if you don't celebrate, celebrate, I guess that's not a good word for it. I guess you could celebrate it if you want to take a higher road around it. But if you, you know, uh, participate in, that's a better word, right? In daylight savings time. If you don't, tomorrow we leap ahead. We get an hour stolen out of our lives. And so I'll be on an hour earlier because it'll, 11, the regular times will move forward faster. So I'll be on an hour earlier than you're used to. So just be aware of that. But Pisces, new moon alert. We have a pick a card for them. What fear can I transform? And then also we've got the instructions or guidance on how you can make the most of your 10 new moon wishes too. So don't, if you want to look into that, make sure to check into that. Also, of course, it is still Pisces season, so happy Pisces season to everyone. If you haven't checked out the pick a card for that, there's a pick a card for everyone for Pisces season to see what's going on from February 19th all the way up until March 19th. And for all of you Pisces sun babies, happy birthday to you. There's a special bonus reading a 3-month forecast. I know. So be sure to check that out. And if you have Pisces sun babies in your life, be sure to send that off to them and wish them a happy birthday from bruddaZEN if you feel so inclined. Also, tomorrow we'll have a new episode coming out. In fact, let me update this. Oops, let me just rephrase that here. I started a new podcast here about 6 weeks ago now, or 5 weeks ago, because it's episode 5 tomorrow, the introduction. Yeah, so it is 6 weeks ago. Called From Chaos to Cozy. So on there, it's all the journey of we come down here from cozy down to chaos, experience all this chaos, and then we're on this journey back to cozy. And so this one was the first steps was last week, which was the week before was when I went through the darkest time in my life. These were the first steps that helped me make huge strides towards cozy out of chaos. And then tomorrow we talk about the other, which one of our main sources of chaos is our relationships with others, right? So be sure to, if you want to catch up on the podcast, there's a link to the playlist there as well. And then also, we've got life purpose readings that we just introduced. So for the month of February, what are we in, March? Till the end of March, they're half off. So if you want to check those out, it'll tell you what comes with those as well. So there you go. I think those were the main things I wanted to talk about. Let me move that out of the way and stretch this down a little further. All right. So we will get into the readings. I'm going to be using this beautiful deck, which is the Arcanus Animal Tarot. And so we'll be using that in case you're like, I love those like I did. At least you know what the box looks like if you order them for wherever you procure your tarot or oracle, right? So yes, thank you, Angel Dreamer. I do see yours came in. So I have a couple donations. So if you're new to the channel or these readings, I do go down in order. First come, first serve for the free readings. All you have to do is put your question in chat or ask for a general reading if you don't want to put your business out there. Then I just go down in order. But if I receive a donation, I do honor that energy exchange because that's how I live. And I will step outside of those free readings, dive deeper into those donation readings, and then when I'm done, I return back and continue down the list. So that's how it works. So up first, we've got Johanna Urison. Thank you, Johanna. And we've got a couple of my YouTube channel members. So Johanna is one of my regular YouTube channel members. She's the YouTube memberships help also support the channel and help me do free readings. So big shout out to you. And then Daisy, hey Daisy, I don't know if you know, you actually were one of the winners. YouTube gives me 10 free Zen Cricket level memberships each month. And on the first Saturday of each month, I give 5 away in the morning and 5 away in the evening. And Daisy, you were one of the winners. So you get 30 days, you get 1 month membership free to check out all the Zen Cricket things, which you get advanced access to all the podcasts, my pick-a cards, and then also on Wednesday evenings, I have a cozy chat for an hour that you can attend. And that's what's for all my Zen Cricket. If you guys are interested in Zen Cricket, it's $2.99 a month. And then my praying mantis, which after each one of these 5 sessions that I have in the weekend after I've been on for a couple hours, I head off and spend about an hour with my praying mantis members. And in addition to everything else the Zen Cricket got, there's also a Thursday night Q&A for 2 hours as well. So if you're interested, that's $7.99 a month, and all that information. There's a link in the description box too. So there you go. All right. So Johanna, thank you for your donation. And let's give that some love and a like since it lets me do that. And let's see here. Let's find your question here. Boom, boom, boom. Let me just see where we are at here. Okay, I don't see your question yet in here. I don't think I see it. Usually it'll pop out because your name does appear in green with a little badge. So as soon as I see that, I will jump to that. But for the sake of time, since I do see Angel Dreamers question, I'm going to jump to them and thank you for your donation, Angel Dreamer. And you'd like more information how your manager Dan feels about you and if there's anything you can do to get on his good side. All right, let's take a look here and find out what we've got going on here. What is going on with this Mr. Dan? How does he feel about you, and how can you get on his good side? All right. Put that one too. All right. So let's take a look here. The overall energy on the bottom of the deck here, he is the more reserved one. Okay, so you definitely heard your other reading. Then I was like, I was wondering. So thank you for confirming that. Yeah, the hanged one. Whoops, the hanged one, which is this energy on the bottom of the deck, which just says that it's in transformation. It's going from caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly phase. So it takes time with them, and they are like they're the reserved one. They're not one quick to change judgments. I was gonna say they're slow to make judgments, but they really quickly take a picture and go, okay, this is what's going on. And then it takes time for them to change their mind. So they get very stubborn, very fixed in their beliefs, and it just takes time. I know, right? For things to transform. But let's take a look here and see what cards came out. So the overall feelings, I mean, they do have, the lovers card is about partnerships and they feel like it's important. So they are invested in and I feel like it's business partnership, they just feel like, wow, it's an important relationship. So they don't think you're like expendable and ugh, they do want to invest time, they do want to invest energy. And I feel like sometimes that might come across like um why are you picking on me? But it's because they see and they believe in your potential that they might even be a little more, um, I don't know, not it's not like they're rough on you. You're like, "Oh yeah, they are." But they will give you additional feedback. They have a like a higher bar for you if that comes across feeling that way. It's because they see your potential and they see things here. Yeah. So you've got the Knight of Wands and you've got the World card here, which is victory, it is movement, it's ending of old cycles and beginning of new adventures. There is something that's going to suddenly change here that it's like the cocoon is given miracle grow where it's suddenly you're going to start to see some changes that flow in here. Let's see what spawns this here. We got more cards here. Yeah, I like this here. So you do have the Chariot and you have the Knight of Swords. Are you considering getting some sort of certification or training or going to school or back to school or something? It feels like here with the Knight of Swords, with the pursuit of higher training, higher education, higher awareness, that this choice that you make also adds into this victorious feeling and it just sparks through. And it just feels like whatever this decision is that you make about, going higher, doing more, that it shows like a commitment to, wow, you are committed to your growth and that. And I feel like that does something with them for some reason. It just makes them feel like, okay, all right, I like this. I like this. And even if it's like a sharing of your like, I want to move up in the company. I want to get this degree. I want to do this. And, I feel like they feel like you're investing in yourself with whatever this is. And so they want to invest more. I feel like it's like flips a switch. So I like that. Yeah. So you do. I mean, you got 8 of Pentacles too here. Um, yeah, you've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is like an education, training, learning, even, mentor, like a apprentice master, kind of, where we learn from someone. And so if even if this is about, asking them to be your mentor, if you're not looking to, you know yeah, increase this mentorship. If it's not school or official education, it's like you're wanting to learn from them, and they're like, "Would you be willing to be my mentor?" And set up like a monthly meeting or every 2 weeks and just for a half hour or whatever. And, I just want to put together like a career plan, like to get your advice and, y- um, suggestions and stuff. And I would just like to have like a regular meeting, whatever, you feel or they feel together can do that here because we got the 8 of Pentacles, which is again it can be education, it can be schooling, but it can be also, like I said, apprentice and master that comes in. And, through this, you've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is, seeing your worth in relationship to the world in a new way. And the Star card is like a dream come true and sharing what your dream is here. And I feel like it's important here. So I like it. So, definitely, I feel that's supported to do that, and I feel like it's, um, you know, really more supportive, right? Because I don't feel like you're on his bad side. I just feel like, they just see you have a lot of potential, and so they hold you to a higher bar than other people who don't have the capacity. They don't believe they have the capacity. And so they don't expect a whole lot, but they're like they think that you can do so much, and I feel like this is, so that's why they push you and because they can see you doing so much. So I like it, and that's what they have for you. I know, right? It's like a beautiful butterfly. That's what comes out on the other end of the cocoon. So I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's what they have for you, angel dreamers. So dream away, and I like your plan there in reaching out to him. So very good. So good luck and enjoy that. I feel like that will be a turn in your business relationships. I like that. All righty. So many blessings. And hey, me, welcome, welcome. One of the winners of the Zen Cricket memberships as well. Good to see you. Shout out to you. You're very welcome, Angel. All right. And Johanna, let me just make sure. I don't think I missed your question anywhere. I know you'd let me know if I did. So, Johanna, as soon as you pop your question in, we will jump down to that. But I don't think I have any other donations right now. So, while we're waiting, I'm just going to zip on up and we'll start on the free readings. And JJJ, you are up first. So, you want to know, will you pass the $50,000 account challenges? All right, we'll take a look here. I know when we had asked that before, that I think that was an affirmative that you got. So we'll see what's going on here now. All right. And I feel like you will, but I feel like there's something more. The judgment card is like your higher self calling you to this new place in your life. And the 5 of Wands is a movement and transformation of energy too. So I feel like as you accomplish challenges, as you get things and you move on this path that you're on now, that it just doesn't feel like it's bringing you what you thought it would. It feels empty. It feels a bit um, like you're running in circles. It just doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere, and you just feel, like I said, empty. And so I like it because, when we reach that point, it's beautiful because, even on the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands, which is a new passion. You find your true passion. You find what you truly What makes your heart sing? What would make you, like, wake up early, super excited for, the day instead of, and hit the snooze alarm," right? Because when I wake up going, "Oh god, I gotta go live my dream today." That's not our dream, someone else's dream, and I just feel like you're reaching this point in your life that you're getting this spark, from your higher self to move into this, a path that's more in alignment with your dharma, your life purpose, sharing your heart with the world in your own unique way. So I feel like they're like, "Yeah, you'll pass the 50,000 account challenges," but you're just gonna be like, yeah, it's money, you're making good money, it feels solid-ish, but, like, it's empty, and, are you gonna wish that you worked more and had more money on your deathbed or that you enjoyed and lived your passion, right? So I feel like this is what, Spirit is just wanting to you to be aware of right now, because I feel like with all of this, energy that we have coming in with the eclipse is coming up on March 25th and April 8th, and we've got moving from Pisces into Aries and starting our solar year already over again, and um, Pluto moving into Aquarius, that there's all this shaking and rattling and stuff, that there's a big endings and beginnings, and I got to live my who I am and not, just do what's expected of me, right? So, I like that for you. That's what they have right now. I know, yay. Right, so many blessings to you, JJJ. And then Ateshi Singh, you are up next. So you wanna know, will you get the externships? All right. We'll take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. Are you gonna get these in internships? Is that what is it something like that? All right, well, let's take a look here and see what Spirit says here. So you have the Hierophant here, which is like contractual agreements, and so I like that. I feel like that is, because even these, what you're headed into is definitely that. And you have the Ace of Wands coming out of the deck here too. So I feel like, this is a new start, a new spark that's coming in here, for you, and it does feel like an affirmative here. So easy breezy, short and easy. The combination is just a very confident yes coming in. So we like it. We like it for you, and that is what's coming in. So many blessings to you. And Daisy, Daisy, hello, hello. So, will you begin to see unexpected surprises and blessings coming your way soon? All right. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. Okay. Yeah, I feel like here that you will, and we're just going to talk about a couple quick things. You got the lover's card, which is emotional choice here, not so much that you're going to have a lover surprise you out of nowhere in romance. I know, I'm sorry. That's why I tried to say it fast. So it's that we wouldn't jump to that, right? But it is saying, that you have a ton of blessings that are happening every moment of every day. We just don't see them as blessings or don't recognize them. And I feel like it's important for you with this, with the Lover's card, is to really look and see and look and how am I choosing to feel about things? And I mean, we have so many blessings in disguise when we realize everything in life happens for us, and we can, begin to have gratitude for so many things. And then when we're focusing our energy on gratitude, then more things come in, right? But when we're not seeing all the blessings that are around us now, then we're like, I want, and our energy's focusing on the feelings of missing and the feelings of wanting, and it just extends that. And we have this more missingness, this more wantingness. So I like this awareness that comes in going, yeah, I'm going to start counting my blessings. One an hour, or start off one a day and then work to one every 4 hours, and then one every 2 hours, then one every hour. And then you start to look around going, wow, I'm so blessed. I have electricity. I have working internet. My voice is working. I can see. I have two arms that work. It's like when we really start to look at all the blessings, we're like, Shazam, right? And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is this energy of looking at our our worthiness, our rate of exchange of what we are, little inner child determines that we're worthy of. And all that's running below the surface on autopilot based on a rate of exchange that they determined back when we were 7 years old and younger, right? I talk about this a little bit too, and if I haven't shared it with you, I'll share it now anyway, just in case. Um, there's two videos of in my playlist of Take 10 with Zen. Here it is right here. I usually almost do this like sometimes each time I have one of these, this comes up, and it's good for everyone too. Because episode 4 talks about our energy, episode 5 talks about the Six of Pentacles specifically, and there is this energy that we can look at, and because our little inner child will have these force fields keeping things away until it feels we deserve it. But there's this way out of balance, like you have to give 1,000 love coins before you deserve one, or success coins to get one. And this is these two videos talk about how to bring that down one to one so these force fields drop and allow more things to come in too. So I feel like that's an important thing to look into. And that's what they have for you right now, Daisy. So many blessings to you. All right. So that is what they have there. And Johanna, if you are here, I know you're on the other side of the world. You're like, I'm asleep. Leave me alone, or I'm having breakfast. But if you do pop on, let me know your question, and we'll definitely look into that. In the meantime, Rhonda, hello, hello. What's coming up for you? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about what's coming up here? All right. So you have here the Eight of Swords. So you have been, really looking into your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets that have been making you feel limited and bound and trapped. And, it's a good flow with this Eight of the Swords, which means your thoughts are flowing, you're letting a lot of stuff go. There's a lot of movement in letting go of these old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore. And a big part of all of this, with this happening, is the Two of Wands. I feel like you've been really aware of your energy, really aware and more aware of what you're focusing on each moment, right? Because, as we were just talking about with energy, it's whatever I am focusing on the most in my life is what I'm drawing fastest to me. And so when I sit in a state of gratitude, of just seeing what I'm wanting, and not focusing on the wanting of it, or that it's not there, or what I fear, or what I hate, all that, because then I'm drawing in those things, right? I'm drawing in wantingness. I'm drawing in missingness, not drawing in what I want. To draw in things, we can tell the universe, I would like to have the a job that allows me, financial stability and allows me to have my heart sing. And then you ask of that, and then in your mind, you focus on the gratitude as you see it coming to you in your mind's eye, right? You feel like what it would be to feel that coming your way, and you see that you're and have gratitude for that and energy. I'm focusing my energy on that, and then the physical world, I'm taking physical action toward that, by writing things down, writing in a journal. I'm doing things in the physical world that help support that energy too. That's what draws things to us. And I feel like this is an important piece because you're letting go of beliefs around unworthiness and beliefs around supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, which is what blocks in and slows down the creator being able to bring us things. Because if I tell them I need something to arrive on Friday between 1 and 2, that's when it needs to be delivered on a Friday between 1 and 2. And they're like, well, that's on back order. I'm not going to be able to get that right away, what you're wanting. If you want it on a Friday between 1 and 2, can't be this Friday, so it's going to be next Friday. And but if we're more open going, I'll take it when you can give it to me. It's like, oh, it can ship tomorrow and you can have it Thursday. So if we let go of these thoughts and beliefs that it has to be Friday between 1 and 2, just an example, right? It's just shows us like, wow, if I'm more flexible about delivery dates, then who knows when it'll arrive. It's just more flexibility to it. So hopefully that makes sense, Rhonda. That's what they have there for you. And many blessings. Good to see you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list. We got Jean. Hey, Jean XO. Hello, hello, love. And thank you for the reminder, thanking for the thumbs up that you're giving the video. It does help spread the Zen love, and it really helps the channel. And you're part of the love tsunami. So thank you guys for everyone that is doing that. And thanks for the reminder, Jean. All right, Jane, you want to know what's this Virgo's energy towards you? Let's take a look here, and what's the underlying energies as well. Let's take a look and see what do they got going on here. All right. Let's see what these are about too. Okay. I can see here, the overall energy on the bottom of the deck, you do have the King of Cups, who's the balancer between the head and the heart. But it's also one of the cards that represents such a compatible individual, right? The energies are compatibility, and it's just a nice, someone that can communicate, someone that can share their heart, someone who's intelligent, someone who's emotionally intelligent. And I like that. That's there. And of course, in true Virgo form, we've got thinking going on. You know what, Virgos, don't deny it. Page of Swords is that they're looking at things in a different way here, and even the Hanged Man tells us that, that they have a different viewpoint, hanging upside down, seeing things from above. And both of these are this, and I just feel like there's a lot of clarity coming in with their interactions between the two of you here. And it feels like it's transforming. It feels like the Hanged Man is usually like a pausing and things slow, because it's the caterpillar that munches and eats and eats and eats, and then it goes into the cocoon, and it's like, all right, feels like nothing's going on. But inside that cocoon, that caterpillar is turning into soup. It's transforming into a butterfly. And it seems like it takes forever for anything to happen, and you're like, is it dead? And then out of the blue, you start to see it shake, and you're like, wait, I think was it the wind, or did it actually move? And they're like, yeah, there goes again, and you see the struggle, and then suddenly it pops out, and here's this beautiful butterfly wings, and then it's worth the wait for it, right? And that's the kind of energy I feel coming in here. It's balanced, it's methodical. They think through a lot of things, but they are looking at things in a different way, and more clarity is coming in. So you just, patience, yay, is kind of the energy that's coming in. And I don't feel like I just feel like they're in their head a whole lot around all this. The King of Cups, though, is balancing head and heart. So there's heart there below the surface, right? I just don't feel like they've realized it yet, Like, I'm aware of what emotion is, but have you felt it yet? And they're like, oh, wait, what is it? The Grinch, a heart 3 times too small. And suddenly, what is that? My heart is growing. All right, so that's what's coming in, Jean. Hopefully that resonates and makes sense there. But that's what they have there for you. He better love me or else. Otherwise, they're going to feed that butterfly to a giant lizard. The gecko. All right, hang in there, my dear. All right. And then Dijona Sturgis, you were up next, and you wanted to have a general reading. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. All right. So, did you get something similar to this one? If someone did, but it's the 10 of Wands is this being aware of where you're investing all of your energy. It's like doing an audit of your energy. Where am I investing it all? Some things have come to an end. I don't need to invest in these anymore. Some things are saying they're urgent, but they're not important. I'm not investing energy there. It's like you're bringing back a lot of energy that you're investing in a lot of different places. And it brings in this Page of Pentacles, which it's like you're preparing and storing up this energy for a new opportunity that's coming your way. And so the preparation, I feel like they're just telling you that um, as you're taking back time, taking back energy, taking back where you're investing finances and money too. It's all coming into this storehouse in a way so that you're ready for this new opportunity that's going to be making itself known here. And so they're just like, yeah, trust that. Trust those urges, those instincts of, I want to stop this emotional investment of energy there. And of course, the inner work, all the energy that I'm maintaining old stories, old pain, old emotions, charged emotions, all that. You're bringing all this stuff back to you in a lot of different ways, and you're preparing to for this new opportunity. So that's what they have coming in here for you, Dijona. So hopefully that resonates. But get ready, buckle up, Buttercup. It's on its way. So there we go. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be on for another hour and a half, so feel free to pop questions in there. And we just go down in order, first come, first serve for the free readings. And if anyone wants theirs prioritized, a donation of any kind, will also get that prioritized as well. All right, so Blueberry, hello. Want to ask what's coming up for you? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit feel you need to know right now about what's coming up here for you? All right. Cards are flying here. All right. Wow, look at all this. So yeah, you do have this with the Full card and the Strength card here. Both of these, the Full card can represent like our soul before it comes down, before it leaps to this journey. And the Strength card represents our lion self, which is our human self. And there's usually a maiden on there. In this one, they have the infinity symbol. But both of these represent connection to your higher self, your spiritual self right now during this time. And I feel like there is this preparing you for this new adventure, this new journey, that it's important for you to find your strength that comes from inward and upward, and that your strength isn't dependent on anything in the outside world. It's this inner strength, this inner stability, because you even have the Four of Pentacles, which is about external stability, but it starts with an inner stability first, because the outside world is a reflection of our inside world. And I feel like they just want you to know this with what's coming forward here and coming up. Not that you're going to be like, oh God, what does that mean? Is there something horrible going to happen? But it's like, no, I just feel like with all the changes that are happening in the world and around you, that, it's all been designed to have you depend and trust people and things around you, because I feel like there's just people been coming in and out of your life, situations changing, and you're like, why am I using that, to define me? It's unstable. I'm turning inward and upward, finding the stability, and then it flows out to the outside world. And you feel this more solidness that comes in with all this. So turning inward and upward for your strength and the foundation of your worth based on the eternal unconditional love of the higher realms is an important piece of this adventure for you. And I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, is just um, everything else can wait, because everything else is unstable. It's just going to fall the outside world just falls apart, right? Not to paint a glim picture of the outside world, it's how it's designed. It's temporary, ever-changing, unstable. That's why we what draws us here. It's like, "Oh, look at all these fear rides in this giant amusement park full of fear rides. Let's go." And that's why we come down here. But when we're like, "Ugh, I'm feeling dizzy, I need some grounding," we turn inward, upward, and that's where the groundedness comes in. So hopefully that helps, Blueberry. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. All right. We'll continue moving down here. Well, got some motorcycles going on outside. Let's go. bruddaZEN motorcycle gang. Right. And then DFS, you are up. So what don't you see coming? What should you know? All right. Let's take a look here and see what spirit feels you should know that you don't see coming. All right. All right. Well, you have the King of Cups, which is like when I get the King of Cups, they're one of the cards that represent well, it means represents a lot of things, but in this particular case, they're telling me this represents a compatible, partnership of some kind. Could be best friend, could be lover, you know, partner, whatever. But I feel like that's what's coming your way that you don't see coming here. And the magician is what you should know about all this is that your energy is what draws things in. We talk about this a lot on this channel because it's such an important thing to realize. My the focus of my energy, whatever I focus on, my energy flows and it grows. And so when we're focusing on the higher vibrational things, we draw in higher vibrational things. When we have lower vibrational emotions, we draw in lower vibrational things. So if I'm focusing on wanting, missing, hating, fearing, I draw that stuff in instead of achieving and receiving. Wanting isn't receiving, it's isn't it nice to want and not get? So there's this change here of being aware that you're not in the back seat in a baby seat and the creator and your spiritual posse's in the front and you're just along for the ride. No, you're driving a big old bus. You're the bus driver. There's a passenger seat in this particular bus, and creators there. They're handling the radio and the music, and the temperature and climate control, and handing out the snacks and the nav system. Right? We just tell them where we're wanting to head, and then they provide all that. We don't have to keep asking them over and over again. Hey, I want to go here, and they're like, I know. Keep following the nav system. Hey, I want this. I know, keep following the nav system. And all of our support posses in the back, and they're all along for the ride. Creator and everyone's like, they don't care where we go, what we do. They don't have any judgment of should and supposed to and need to. I like it. They're just like, we're here for experience. There's no wrong choices, just different choices with different adventures. So what do you want to do? And I like this for you because I feel like, there are some fated events that we ask for to experience before we come down here. So those are already being worked on. And then everything outside of that is, like an improv where we're choosing on the fly what we want to experience the in betweens. And so when we look at the have tos and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and musts and oughtas, and those are of the human roles of fear, of rejection, and everyone's a popular opinion. And Creator and all them are like, we don't care about that. What do you want to do? And I like that for you. So I feel like that's what you need to know. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you. Absolutely. You're very welcome, DFS. You take care. All right, Infinity, thank you so much for your donation. Just wanted to tell real quick here. So, Gayatri Singaram, we actually, I think you asked that earlier, and I did answer that. And for anyone else that asked a question in earlier's session, I did actually complete that. And here's a link to the video. And if you go to that, you can see in the comments, there's a pinned comment that lists everybody's name that was in the reading. And so you can see where in the reading your question was answered. And so it gives you an idea where you can find your reading faster. Because I remember that specifically, and I know that was answered. So just for sake of time, that way you can ask a different question this time if you'd like. All right. So zipping on down here. So infinity is one. Thank you for that donation. Let's give that some love and a like here. And you want to know, what do you need to release regarding Leo? All right. I like to just rephrase it. What could you release regarding Leo? Because there's never any need to, have to, must, shoulds, right? It's like, what could I do? It's like I replace my to-do list as a could-do list. I get my power back then. Instead of to-do, it's like, oh God, I got to get up to here just to get to ground zero. Instead of I could do these things or I could not. And so I feel more empowered. All right, so let's take a look here. What could you release regarding Leo? All right, what else? All right, what do we have going on with this Leo? Okay. So I see here these two cards that came up here, Infinity. Got the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles, they're on this journey, this quest for the Ace of Pentacles, which lo and behold, you got. But, the energy coming in here, what you could release is defining your worth by their actions or non-actions, their words or non-words, right? When people don't tell us they love us or share things, we're like, I don't think they believe that, or if they don't do the things that we'd like them to do, or they do things we don't want them to do, and they say things we don't want them to say, you know, when these things are happening, we're all taught all that defines us, right? And that's how we're raised. But there's this flip that changes in our lifetime at some point, maybe in our deathbed, but it's going to be sometime where we're like, you know what? Their actions and all that don't define me. I define me. This Ace of Pentacles, there's like this change where you turn inward and upward to define yourself by your own capital T truth of who you are, and not from their actions and all of that. And we have here too, the Justice card is, you know, again, the mindsets, the things that we can release regarding them are all of those, the scale that they have down here. Um, there it goes, is always off balance in the beginning unless we're, you know, adopted by a Zen Buddhist monastery where we're raised without a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and all those rules, right? And that's what happens here with this Ace of Swords that they have. It's connecting us, seeing us things from a higher perspective, and we change our mindsets. We get to release ourselves from, these thoughts and beliefs about who they're supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be in relation to them, what kind of relationship is supposed to be. It's all these rules that can be released, and that's what the Justice card brings in. It's, seeing that we're so overloaded with all these conditions and expectations that have been poured into us in our lifetime, and we start seeing things from a higher perspective that starts releasing these expectations, going, well, they're supposed to send me a birthday, you know, card on my birthday. Who says Hallmark? They're the ones that invented it. Maybe not Hallmark, but someone invented, oh, you know what? If we make everyone do birthday cards, I can sell birthday cards. So let's make an expectation that everyone is supposed to get a birthday card from people who you care about. What a money-making scheme, Grandparents' Day. Whoa, where did that come from? Well, We needed to expand our profits. Hey, grandparents day cards. Woohoo, It's like what's next? So, there's this freedom and release of going, why do I expect that? I'm releasing it, releasing, which allows the cage and it allows us to have gratitude, right? Because the more expectations we have on people, the more they have to just work to get up to ground zero. Um, so if they're giving us this, they're lacking, but they're giving us this much, but all we see is the lack, right? But if we bring our expectations down as low as we can, we're always in this abundance and this gratitude, and it changes things here. So I like that. And you got the Four of Pentacles too coming in, which is like this solid foundation in the outside world. This is kind of like what I was talking about. One of the big things we learn with the Four of Pentacles is that when we define our worth, by the outside world, relationships, situations, things, we feel unstable. But the Four of Pentacles is the thing that we can release is um, the retail price that we've put on ourselves about what we feel we're worth to someone or someone's, right? Because people change, they walk away, they pass away. So people are unstable. The retail price of the outside world is unstable. We end up on the blue light special Kmart rack, if you know what that is. Uh, because it depends on how someone's feeling, what someone's wanting in one moment versus another, and what they're going through and how they perceive us through their conditioned eyes. And they have no idea who we really are because they're only seeing it through these dirty glasses that are coming in, right? So, we got this, beautiful switch up that happens where we turn inward and upward for the solid foundation of who we are, and we just release them, especially Leos don't like to be caged, right? We humans, none of us do, but Leos really especially, I gotta have my freedom, gotta be me. And then you're like, okay, here's the cage has been dismantled. And then they're like, well, I'll just hang out here if there's no cage, but I don't want no cage. And you're like, all right, I get it. And we release ourselves from the cage. When we do, we release everyone else from those cages too. Because if I have myself under a long list of expectations, by golly, I'm gonna make sure everyone else is too. I become God's little sheriff, put on my little deputy badge, and I'm making sure everyone's doing what I think they should be doing, because that's the only rules I think that everyone has is my rules, but they don't. Everyone has different rules. And, but when I'm like, "Ugh, it's exhausting trying to make everyone obey," right? But when I release myself from all that, then I release everyone. I'm like, "Here, you can have your badge back." And our life is more full and beautiful, and so is everyone else's. So I like that for you, and that's what's coming in Infinity. Hopefully that helps, um, for you there, and then I'll answer your other free question once we get down to that place as well. Alright, you're very welcome. Alright, I did get a Cash App that just came through, so let me just pull that up here. Alright. And let me just make sure here, sometimes, um, the name on the Cash App is not the same as YouTube, and so just to make sure here, I won't say your name, but your question is, and thank you for your donation there on Cash App. I really appreciate that. And you wanted to know, will anxiety stop you from having a career? So I will pull that now. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. And I imagine you're saying like you have high anxiety because trust me, every human has anxiety. Everyone, the humans have fear. It's one of the amazing, journeys we come down here to experiences. We don't get to experience fear back home. So I imagine that we'll be able to see some information here. Yeah. So you've got the Lover's card as the underall energy on the bottom here, and the Lover's card is a lot of things, but for this, it's the power of emotional choice. And it also has this inkling of partnership. We'll look at the other cards that came out here, see what they are and how it relates to that. But I just feel like it feels very positive here. Yeah, yeah, I do feel here. You have the King of Cups, who's the balancer of head and heart, and the Knight of Swords, which gives you some new information, some new insight, some new clarity into your life too. And um, I don't know if I feel like this is the partnership. It's someone that helps you emotionally to understand your fears, gives you tools. So I'm not sure if you've looked into counseling or if you've seen a counselor. I just feel like you have this partner that just helps and gives you these tools and lets you go like, wow, I see where this fear is, and they help give you tools to transform those fears where your anxiety goes from where it feels like it's at 1,000 and it brings it down to like a manageable, 10 on a scale of 1 to 100, right? Right now on a scale of 1 to 100, you feel like it feels like 1,000 at times, but they're going to bring you tools and allow and give you this awareness that allows you to bring this into just really manageable. They're giving you tools of transformation. Let's see what these other cards are too. Oh yeah, yeah. And so we have the 5 of Wands, which is a movement of energy. This is like, fives are a number of change, and wands are our passions and, the energy that we have, and there's a movement of energy from fear and anxiety to something more loving. So how perfect is that with this card coming in here? Because it is showing you that, yeah, you will be able to have a career and a thriving career. We'll see what unfolds here. Yeah, yeah, and there definitely is this, the Ace of Cups. So they teach you a great amount of self love, and it allows you with this Three of Wands to take a different direction than you ever thought that you would. And so I like this coming in because there is this. It's just so transformative, and I'm seeing in my mind's eye you in this place. It's like you're sitting in your car getting ready to go, actually you just got finished with an interview and they offered you a job, and it's something that you love, and you're sitting in your car in this feeling of awe, just like, I never thought I would get to this place, but look, I'm here. And it feels good, and I love this, what they have here. And, it's been a while. I mean, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which does tell me that, this has been going on for a bit with this, this energy of, um, the Devil card is the challenging of our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets, and that's feeling of being caged, right? And that's the source of a lot of those fears coming in here. And there is this, rattling and shaking that's been going on for a while, and that's why I feel like you feel like, "Oh, God's been with me for so long. Will I ever let this go?" And I feel like this whoever this person is, this it's a partner, in your life, which, does tell me that it's, you know, I felt like it was a counselor, that was helping with all of this, right? It's someone who gives you these tools, or a mentor, but I feel like it just feels like, more counselor type individual. But you've got all of this High Priestess and the Hanged Man, which is about transformation, seeing things from a different perspective, really getting in tune with who you are and what's below the surface and the unknowns. It just brings up some great things that are running on autopilot below the surface that are the source of the anxiety, and it's what transforms and it moves you from this place of 7 of Cups, which is emotional confusion, in with a Page of Wands gives you a new spark for life, a new passion for life, and hope, with moving forward. So I definitely feel here that you know, anxiety doesn't stop you from having a career, because I feel like you overcome this anxiety, you face it, and you get assistance, and it just transforms everything. So I like it for you, and that's what's coming in for you. And thank you again for your donation there on the Cash App, and much appreciation. And let me just put the cards back in here. Boom, boom, boom. Just gonna put it in here in different places in the deck. All right. So enjoy that. I love the vision of you sitting in your car where you're just like, wow, you're in this great, great emotional place inside. And I love that for you. All right. So many blessings. And then MBB 604. Hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. Let's give that some love and a like there. All right. So number one, you'd like general love for the next 30 days. And then what good things are coming your way? And then what do you need to know right now? All right. Let's take a look here. So general, what does Spirit want you to know about love for the next 30 days? All right. So it'll be those and what good things are coming your way. All right. Those. And then what do you need to know right now? Like right now. All right. All right. So, love, 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 love for the next 30 days. What do we got going on here? Okay. So, I do like this for you. I mean, we've got Aries season coming up here in 10 days on the 19th. And here's the Emperor, who is Aries energy, which is, taking the bull by the horns and deciding what I want in life, putting um structure around it and taking action toward it. And I like this. So I feel like that you're deciding that you're ready. You're deciding that you're ready for love and you're ready to do whatever it takes, to make this happen and to find love and what's involved in all this, right? You have the Sun card, which is brightness, success, spark, even passion, even a little bit of deep diving into your child self energy too. Two major arcana coming in here, and you have Ace of Cups. So there is this new love that I feel does spark here. But one of the important things is Ace of Cups is your self love. So all this starts here the next 30 days if you will really look into your heart, right? And you turn inward and upward, you allow yourself to expand and feel this eternal unconditional love that your higher self is and that it wants to give you and fill you up. Then you see the outside love in a different way. And this is what I feel is the sparking, is this the passion rolls out, and then this is how you draw someone higher vibrational in, right? Not doing what we've done before and getting what we've gotten before, but there's this beautiful unfolding. Because the Emperor, with this 5 of Swords, this is the head and the heart at battle, and there's all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos that the brain is telling the heart, no, 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 you can't live that way. You have to live this way. It's all these rules. It tries to cage the heart and keep it in a little compartment so it doesn't go out and do foolish things like fall in love and get hurt, right? And so it tries to do this. But this is the Emperor deciding, you know what? I get to decide what I want from love, not all these advisors that are blah 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 in my ear, all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must of life. I am ready to go on this adventure. And I like this journey that sparked here. So if within the next 30 days, if you can try to step out of your mind of all those rules and step into your high heart and let it be filled with a love from above, where it's, this adventure that you go on without any intentions and expectations and stuff, that you're gonna have this spark that happens between you and somebody in the next 30 days. If it's not the next 30 days, that's okay. That's the possibility, depending on how much you put into this self-love, right? But, you do have the possibilities. I mean, the energy on the bottom of the deck is the 10 of Pentacles, which is one of the relationship cards and abundance cards, fullness of life cards. So I feel like you are moving into this place with all of this energy that we're looking at, that there are good things coming your way. There's this abundance possible, but it all starts in here first, right? So I like that for the love, 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 and then good things coming your way. Okay. All right. Well, your first card is the 9 of Cups. Emotional dreams come true. So I would think that that is a good thing coming your way. I feel like it's tied to what we just talked about here. You have the Hanged Man too, and this is a transformation from caterpillar to butterfly, kind of, how even though it's a bat, it reminds me of a, you know, um, cocoon or chrysalis, and it's seeing things from a different perspective, and there is this transformation and change that happens in your life, and I feel like it's something that's been it's been percolating for a long time. You've been doing a lot of work, investing a lot of time and attention and energy into some things. And this is the time when you're gonna start to see the birthing, the fruits of your labor that come in, again, coming back to the 10 of Pentacles too. But you have the King of Wands that's involved in this. King of Wands is entrepreneur, super, um, you know, leader, able to really focus their energy and get things done, make progress. And also, it's this fire energy where you can't help but be seen and to have people be drawn to you. So, whatever that means for you, if it is something that you're looking for, like, for business wise or entertainment, whatever, you just have these people that are drawn to you, and they just can't help be drawn to you with this energy that's coming in with this. And that's why I feel like it's a good thing, because it's like whatever you're attracting things to you in positive ways here. And that does have a lot to say about what you're focusing your energy on, right? Because if you are focusing on a lot of gratitude and, you know, joy and unconditional love and laughter, the more of that gets drawn in to you, that higher vibrational things. And this is what I feel like a big focus that you've been having in your life is like, I'm tired of focusing on the low vibration, the what appears as negative, and I'm just tired of that. I've had all of that. I'm ready for something different. I want to find the silver lining in things. And I feel like this is a transformation that you're in right now. And that is what helps bring good things your way. Right? And then number 3 is, what do you need to know right now? Well, 1 is the Wheel of Fortune. So here's another 10. These are really similar cards in a way. Well, the Wheel of Fortune's a major arcana. And the Wheel of Fortune tells you that, with all the things coming your way, that uh, everything is for you. It is the Wheel of Fortune, the tune of for you. And it tells us that whatever happens in our life is truly for us. The universe is kind. The universe has our back. It's supportive. It's not punishing. It's not trying to make us learn. Blah, blah. It's our partner in life. It's our co-pilot while we're driving, and they're like, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do next?" And they're supportive. They're not judging us, going, "Oh, I can't believe you just turned there." They're not anything like that. They're very supportive of us. And sometimes our human is like, how is that for me? But when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's like your human is on board with all the stuff that's unfolding. So I like this. I like the hope and the excitement that this brings, but also the message that just realize everything unfolds for you. Sometimes we don't see it right away, but we will see it. The other thing is that you have the Justice card coming in here, And the justice card is about, again, it's seeing things differently, that, it is a process of connecting more and more and seeing things from the higher perspective, while at the same time you're questioning your old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and releasing yourself from them because they no longer serve. They served you for a time, creating that lower vibrational experiences and rooted in fear and fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the blah blah blah, right? All that wonderful stuff. But it's like, all right, I've experienced that, and when I've rode a roller coaster 1,000 times, it's like, I'm done with it. We're gonna tear it down. Like, please do. I'm never gonna ride it again. I have had it with that. I'm gonna go try a new ride. And this is what's coming in here with the justice card. It's this balancing out of life, and you're spending more time focusing in on the higher vibration, the brighter things of life, and um, the lower vibrational things. You can just kind of feel like your life is going through this. So I love it for you. So hopefully that resonates and is helpful for you, MBB, and that's what they have for you right now. So many, many blessings to you, and thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Just gonna put the cards back in here. I think that was it for my donations right now. So I'm gonna jump back up and head forward. All right, very good. Thank you very much. Many blessings. All right. So I think that was it there. Yep. So let me scroll to back up to the top here. We left off with Aldona Hajdarmataj. Hajdarmataj. I'm probably totally mispronouncing that. My deepest apologies. And you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know right now. All right. What do they want you to know? So you have the Eight of Cups, and this is the only card they're giving you because there's like multiple kind of energies that come in with this here. And the Eight of Cups is about walking away from emotions that don't serve us and relationships that don't serve us. And what we mean by that is, like, we have a lot of charged emotions below the surface that we had when we were younger. We didn't know what to do with it, so we wrapped it in this emotional energy saran wrap and put it down into our subconscious. And we're like, I don't know what to do with this. We'll deal with it later. Poof. And so we did. And there's energy invested in maintaining those charged emotions. And so we reach a point in our life where, like, we're ready. I need that, and I want, not that we need, but I want that energy back. So we start bringing up those things from the basement and going, okay, what's this? We unwrap it. We now, as adults, we understand what I can do with this emotion, and we allow our inner child to feel them, to express them, to flow through them, and then it dissipates. It transforms into higher knowledge and higher wisdom, and then this saran wrap energy comes back into my energy field. I'm like, there we go. And here's another one. And so you're doing that, and they're encouraging you to do that. The other piece of it is that you're realizing, and will be realizing, the relationships in your life where you're over giving consistently to everyone else or to specific individuals. And these will be the ones that stand out where you're giving 80, 90% into the relationship. They're giving 10 and 20%. And yeah, relationships do go back and forth, but if they never go back, they're always that way where, you're the one that's always giving that much. You're the one that's keeping the relationship going and alive, and you're like, "You know what? I'm gonna step back and give 50%, and we'll see if they want the relationship, then they'll invest the other to keep it. Otherwise, it'll just drift away. And then you can just take back all of it back into your energy field. And there might be some that you're like, no, I'm stepping on that air hose right now and I'm ending that relationship. You're like, no, I don't need to wait. I'm just taking that all back. And that one too, and that one too. And you're getting all this energy that's coming back into your energy field. And what this usually means, Aldona, is that your soul's getting ready. It wants to take all this energy and prepare all this energy because it's getting ready for an emotional experience, which usually means, if you're not in a relationship, it means a new relationship. It means so that you have all this emotion to have a healthy, higher vibrational relationship instead of one that's on life support from the get go, because there's not a whole lot of energy to spare, right? Emotional energy. And if you're in a relationship right now, it's because it's going to take it to a whole new level, or you're about to go. That's maybe one of the ones that you're standing on the arrows going, nope, that one's going, and I'm ready for something new. So that's what's coming in for you, Aldona. Hopefully that makes sense. But many blessings to you. Thanks for the question. All right. And so Shirley Maydor. Hello, Shirley. You want to ask, so will your ex be and you be able to work out your issues and have a successful relationship? Or is it best for you to move on? Because there's no shoulds in the spirit world. There's just different choices with different experiences, right? So let's give those a shuffle and we'll see what spirit says here. What we'll do is I'll pull two cards. One is if I stay, and the other one will be if I go. What kind of energy comes in here? So if you stay, is this one. And if you go, is this one. All right. Let's see what we got here. If you stay, then the Eight of Cups is you'd end up leaving anyway. It's walking away. I don't mean to laugh. It's just, you're like, yeah, I can see you. I can just picture you going, yeah. And if you go, I like this Hermit card because this is, even though it's like, no, I don't want to be alone. This is this important guidance that comes in here from Spirit. And there is this development of feeling okay being alone and feeling the guidance from Spirit that helps you move towards something that is more in alignment with your high heart. Because they have I don't want to say a higher bar, but they just know that you deserve more than you feel you deserve. And so they have this like, no one's good enough for you. They almost feel like some aunties that are watching over you going, mm-mm, no, they're not good enough. Nope, they're not good enough. Nope, they're not good enough. And they're like, we have someone in store for you. We got this, I don't know why they're speaking like Jewish grandmother matchmakers. Oh, no, 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 no. We got this nice boy for you. It's like they're bringing someone towards you that's more in alignment, but they want to take you in. That hermit is them drawing you in, giving you a makeover, clearing out mindsets, clearing out emotions, clearing out energy, decluttering your world, your physical world. And they're like, we're preparing you for this individual um, that deserves you, and that is someone you deserve, and not in a beautiful way, not like you're gonna get what you deserve, girl. This is like a good positive thing. So yeah, definitely I feel like um moving on is definitely communicated through those cards there. All right, so that's what's coming in for you, Shirley. Hang in there, my dear. Many blessings, much love to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And we've got Just Blessings. You are up. So, how is DF's current feelings towards this relationship? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. We got the Two of Cups. So, they do see it as an important relationship. Page of Wands, though, is why do I have to say though? Just bruddaZEN, like you're putting your finger against my mouth. Shh, shh, stop. Shh. But though the Page of Wands does say, well, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just passion and intimacy and physical and energetic attraction is more of their priority, is the way I'm going to put it. Two of Cups, that's an important relationship. There is emotion there, but their emphasis is a lot on passion, 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 which, it has to do with how they were raised and the mentalities they were raised with. And um, they have this belief either through their own experiences or what they witnessed and were brainwashed with is that intimacy means you're loved. And this is the belief they have. And that's why that focus is there and why the emphasis is there, because that's what they use to define it. So hopefully that makes sense. Just blessings. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. Right. And let me just make sure I'm not skipping over anyone here. Boom, 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 boom. We did that one. We did that one. All right. So I think we are down to me, not me. Like, yeah, I'm going to do a reading for myself, everybody. Just hold on a minute. Like, how rude. No, ME. That's the screen name. So, me, here you go. A general reading. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay. I'm a moon in Pisces, and I have a stellium in Pisces, even though I'm an Aquarius sun. And so we get the moon is in Pisces now, or it's getting close to being in it. We have the new moon. We're in Pisces season. So I'm a little giddy and a little drunk on spirit. So forgive me. So here you go. You got the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So very much about, you know, just know that stability is coming in the outside world here for you. It feels like it's been a long time coming with the Seven of Pentacles. It's the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, this is a solid foundation in the outside world that you're getting the fruit that's coming in here and you're feeling stabilized in the outside world, whether it's income, whatever you feel abundance is. I just feel like you've been patiently, you planted seeds, you've been patiently watering them and de-weeding it and making sure it's getting enough warmth and sunshine protection and no bugs are you're just really been maintaining it and doing the daily, carrying the water, chopping the wood, doing the daily stuff. And now here comes the solid foundation in it. And it's just the beginning. They want you to know that, it starts off with Four Pentacles and it's like, well, that's a nice solid, foundation amount, but there's six more pentacles to get to the 10. What about that? And they're like, it's going to build. It's like the first harvest. You have like the first fruits that come are the ones that are just the initial, but you're going to get more and more and more and more. So abundance is going to be coming in and flooding out into your outside world. Again, whatever that means, if it means people sharing how much they adore you, if it's money, if it's promotion, if it's job, if it's love, whatever it is, whatever abundance in the outside world means to you, that's what's coming your way. So I like that for you. Boom shakalaka. Patience does pay off eventually, right? All right. So many blessings to you, me. And Melba B, you are the next free reading up. Let me just double check here real quick. All right, very good. And is there anyone genuinely interested in you? Let's take a look here. Currently in your life, is there anyone genuinely interested? I feel like you don't know them yet. It's like, how's that possible? Because it's a fated relationship with the Wheel of Fortune, the Fates wheel, and the High Priestess is like you're away out of the chaos, and the High Priestess brings the unknown to the known, and so I feel like it's going to be known here, and it's going to come here in the future. But I feel like you are in this High Priestess mode where Spirit is, you know, um, having you expand your self-love, understand what's behind the veil, dive deep into your emotions and subconscious, and, it's that cleansing. It's like, high priestess is who goes in her temple to cleanse herself and, of mind and emotion and energy and body to prepare. And this is what's happening right now. So you're in preparation and you don't know them yet, but they already are interested in you, um, because it's it's subconscious. It's it's fate, right? So they just know. They're like, "Ah, I just did you let's see, did you ever see the movie Practical Magic? It's the one with Nicole Kidman and um, Sandra Bullock. Like they're sisters who are witches, and she cast a spell of this impossible person because she never wanted to fall in love again because she lost her husband. And but here he comes, and they were brought together, and that's what I feel is happening. They have an interest, they just don't realize it. They both have an interest, and it's just here it comes, and here it happens. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming in for you, Melba. So many blessings to you. All right. So we did that one. We did that one. All right. And then Alice, you are up. So can you please see if Harris will return and come back in the future? All right. Let's take a look here. Did we already ask that one? Did you ask that one earlier? If you did, be sure to check out the previous video because I did come back on and complete them all. That sounds familiar. Let's see what they say here. Whoa. All right. Well, just feels here with the Chariot card and the Two of Pentacles. It's like there's this, because the Chariot's the power of choice card. The Two of Pentacles is like, it just feels like it's undetermined, or that there's a second choice that's coming up here in your life. So, if you did, let me check here. I think I'll know. Let me grab this because I feel like did we do this one already? I don't know. Maybe not. Oh yeah, we did. So if this is familiar, and I posted the link, or let me just repost it again here, Alice. I'm just going to post it down here. This is the video of when I came back on and to complete that, because you can get more clarity into that. But I feel like there's like this. No, they're not, but you're okay with it because there's a second choice or something like that. But check that out. And apologies if that's not it. If you're here, let me know. Oh, you asked something similar. Okay, thank you. You're here, yay! So you asked something similar. It's about the same person. Um, so so are you asking for clarity on what I gave you before, or had you not listened to that other one yet? Because I just feel like with those coming in, it just feels like there's another choice, there's another choice, there's another choice, there's another choice. Is that what we talked about in the previous one? I do so many readings, they all blend together. Oh, if he misses you, future energy. Oh, okay. Because the question here. Whoop, lost my place. Where is it? Okay. Okay, so will he miss you or future energy? So not so much will he, oh, so will he come back or whatever? I get you. Okay. Um, yeah, you got the Five of Pentacles, which is the feeling of abandonment, lack, being left behind, and those types of things. I don't feel like they are, it just feels like like you have this other choice, this other that's more in alignment with you and your higher heart. I just feel like the connection with them is not, I don't say healthy, but it just feels like they're not in a place where they can keep up. It'd be like a caterpillar and a butterfly, you know? I like that analogy. Yeah. Oh, the one oh, is this the one where you, like, you oh, okay, I think now. It was like, okay, that makes sense now because they're reminding me now, they're showing me in my head that it was like you ghosted them not ghosted them, but you're, like, friended them, you put them in the friend zone and that, and then they're just like, "Okay, I'm going on to the next." And, um yeah, but they're like, that's why with that 5 of Pentacles, they just they can't stand emptiness, and so they just try to fill it with, like my I think was that the one where my goldfish died, I'm just gonna get another goldfish. It's not that it's not about you, it's, because they can't give they don't have a lot of love for themselves, so they can't give a lot of love to anyone else, because you can't give more love to others than you give yourself, So they're not able to do that. And I don't know if I ever read you this. I'm just gonna read this real quick for everyone because it's an amazing, amazing meme that is just like, what? I think it's over here. Yeah, sometimes people can't reciprocate because they can't give you what they can't give themselves. And those who are at war with themselves can't give you peace. Those who betray themselves can't give you loyalty. Those who lie to themselves can't give you honesty. I like adding in there, those who can't love themselves can't give you love or give you more love than they love themselves. It says, see them as they are, not who you wish them to be, which is great, right? The Mimi. And, you told him that, and he said I was super wrong. Yeah, yeah, because they don't even know it. It's below the surface and subconscious, and they haven't done a whole lot of deep diving. So, um, I just feel like it's like a fire. They just consume. I just need my heart just needs it's empty. I need to fill it up with all this stuff, but it's like you ever see a skeleton drink and they're drinking and it just they're so thirsty, but it's because they have no stomach and esophagus. It's just flowing out. It just flows out. It just flows out. And that's what it comes in there. And so it's not, you know, when you realize that they can't ever give me what I would want from them because they can't give that enough for themselves. And we are the only ones that can truly give us what we're looking for anyway. But we'd like, to give and receive love. And then we're like, you know what? I'm not going to be someone's, blood bag for a vampire. You're like, no, I opt out. Thank you. I uninvite you from my home. Whoosh, and they go out the door, right? All right. So that's what's coming in. So hopefully that helps you look at it and go, okay, you know, a fire consumes, it only knows how to move forward. It doesn't move backwards. It needs more. It needs the next fight. It needs the next, you know, piece of land to burn. And we're like, no, don't come back because I don't want to be burned again. Being burned once is enough. Ouch, no, it's like yeah, yeah. Because it's like, oh, okay, this is about them and their capacity and ability, not about me, you know. So very good. All right, Alice, much love to you. Glad that helps. And I feel like that helps more than just you and me too. All right. And then we've got Deep Tea Tawari. Hello, hello. Thank you for being a new subscriber. And oops, let me just click over here. There we go. Mouse gone wild. Mouse gone wild. All right. Yeah, and so I'm so glad you caught me online. And yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's your question there. Sorry. So, what is husband Vinay's current feelings about making a reunion? And please tell his family has destroyed a beautiful relation of love. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah. And no one, truly can destroy anyone's relationship unless they allow it to, right? So, That might be some misplaced blame, right? More on them. You know, we got this King of Wands here, and the Four of Wands. There's this joy, celebration. King of Wands is, expressing a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and all of this here. And this feels more like someone in a midlife crisis that isn't looking backward. Like we were just saying, all this fire is about consuming, and I don't feel like they're looking backwards. I feel like they're more looking forward, 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 and having that type of energy that's coming in there. And just know that whatever is, you know, it's like the tower, whatever strikes in our life and gets removed out of our life is always for us. Even though at times it feels like, "Oh god, why is this happening to me?" Once we're done with that, we can step out of this feeling of, being a victim of the world and everyone else's actions and all this stuff and go take a big deep breath and go, "Okay, I've had enough of that experience." And once we have, we can step back and go, "All right, so why did I want this to happen for me?" Right? And we can see that this is being moved out of the way to make the space for something that's more in alignment with my higher self and the path that my soul really wants me to go in. And so we stop, you know, being consumed by that lower vibrational energy, and we start are able to release and forgive and go, "You know what? I'm no longer going to be a vessel of pain because of other people's actions and words or non-actions and non-words. I'm going to pour all that out and release it all, and then I can be a vessel of love and my life can be feel a whole lot differently." So there's this release that can come in because I don't feel like they're a forest fire doesn't burn backwards. It doesn't burn forward and then come back because there's no fuel for it to come back. It just feels like it needs to go forward and keep going. That's where I feel like they're going, with this part in their life. And this has to do with them and their journey and their adventure. And it's like, okay, I don't need to take their actions to define me. I define myself. I'm the one that chooses all of this for me. And I can, move forward into your new adventure because they are being moved out of your life on purpose for a purpose. And, this, um, you know, the family that, you know, it's like, oh, they came in to destroy your beautiful relationship. Well, if it's truly our fate and truly with us, nothing can destroy it, nothing can take it from us, and no one can take our love from us. We're the ones that choose. And so you can put it on that King of Wands that, you know, um, no one can make me stop loving someone. I have to choose that. And so put the blame where if you and we don't need to blame, but if you're going to blame, it's like realize, okay, it's them that chose to leave. And no one leaves something, I'm all about the memes today. We've got this, what is it, the one that says that people don't abandon the people they love, they abandon the people they're using. And that was all the closure I needed. It's true. It's like people don't abandon people they love, they abandoned people they were using. And so it's like, okay, I'm learning what I needed to learn through this, and now I can let them go and I can go live my next adventure. All right. So hang in there, um, Deep Tea. I know that's a tough place to be, but just know, eventually you look back and go, I see why I wanted this to happen for me. And look at my life now. Okay. So hang in there, my dear. Many blessings to you. And then Aniket, hello, hello. And you want to know, what does Sanika feel about you? No contact. All right. I think I just had a Cash App come through, so we'll take a look at that here in a moment. So what does Sanika feel about you? All right. Speaking of towers, Here's the tower I was talking about, deep, deep. But so, they've got a lot of mixed emotions going on here, just a ton of you know, emotional confusion and a lot of just emotions that are it's like this tornado of emotions or hurricane going around them. Just a lot of different feelings around a lot of different things. One of the big things that is triggering a lot of this is this tower fear that they have, which is um they I feel like they've had a lot of experience, especially younger, where maybe, they felt abandoned and, let go of, and, it's like suddenly someone important left their life, whether through death or leaving, or they've had a lot of relationships where people just like this go, "All right, it's over. I don't want this anymore." And you're like, "What?" And they have this fear of, wait a minute, they have these emotions that are drawing them towards you, but they also have these fears that are holding them back from, moving forward. So just know that that's what's going on with them here, and you know, uh, so they just distance themselves with this. It's almost like they'll sabotage situations, and I'm going to be the one that um suddenly disappears first because I, don't want that to happen to me. And, fair? Hell no, I know it's not fair. How dare they? But when we look at, the the tower card for you too, we can trust that if they don't come back, that they were removed out of your life, like we were just talking about with Deep T is, when people are moved out of our life, they're moved out of our lives on purpose for a purpose, to give us the space for something more in alignment to come in and to clear the pathway to move forward in this direction that is more in alignment with our higher self. And so it's, when people are moved out of our way, out of our path, we're like, okay, I trust you that you did it on for a reason, and I can trust you that you did. So I like that. Just the trust that's built, with that. So, all right. So that's what they have for you, Aniket. So many blessings to you. And let me just see who was next here, and then we'll jump down to Techie. Just one quick sec here. Did that one? Did that one? Did that one? All right, so Infinity will be the next free reading. All right. All right, techie, techie, techie. All right. So let me just pull up the Cash App for the questions. Thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate that. All right. So the number one. Okay, yeah. So let's take a look here and we'll see what we have here for Mama, what's going on with Mama? And of course, disclaimer, whenever we're asking about health, right? Um, but of course, no means a medical professional. But let's take a look here. So, disclaimer issued as per usual. And let's see what we got going on here. All right. Well, it seems here, nothing to be concerned about. Maybe some things that you can help her with. Because, you have the Five of Swords, which is a conflict inside between head and heart. And the Page of Swords is about a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at life and themselves and just whatever the conflict that is happening in their life right now. That can imagine that she would have anxiety. you know, like mother, like daughter, right? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're like, I know where I got this from, mother. But I like this, because you're able to um, through your conversations and through your living. Just give her some good perspectives on how to look at fears and look at things a different way. And I feel like one of those is something that you've been learning, like for in like steroid mode, right? About two of wands, about where you focus your energy and how what we focus on draws things in. And I feel like with a change of where the focus of their energy is, that this does bring in new opportunities and allows them to see their worth in a different way, which allows this relaxation, which allows this, you know, more calmer flow in her life and allows her body to really kick in to feel healthier and to feel more energetic and stuff as well. But yeah, we definitely have the Queen of Cups. So, she's the ruler over emotion, given a second portion of emotion. So, deep diving into what's below the surface is important because there's a lot of subconscious, you know, emotional things that have been bubbling on autopilot for quite a while for her, right? And it's a good time in her life for her to really reflect on that and realize, yeah, there is some stuff that's naturally bubbling up, within, on the inside. Don't know if she'd be interested in listening to the podcast that I started with, From Chaos to Cozy. Things like that can help her with, you know, seeing things, differently and seeing herself differently too. So, just an idea, if that resonates or not, but something along those lines I feel will help her in her journey and her path. So, that's what we have for Mamacita, but I feel like it's an important thing for her to really, if she keeps doing things the way she is, the stress is just gonna take its toll on her more and more and more and more, right? So, I know, interesting. And then your second question here, and you said the second part of the question is how would it be? Okay, yeah, I get you. So, the role at Al. Let's take a look here. So, what does Spirit want you to know about that? Do we see you getting it? And if you did, what would it be like for you? All right. I swear. I swear. So, you, will you be getting it? Judgment card, higher calling, higher calling, higher calling, higher calling. Why did it just like they have it like on, how they can record something and put it on a piano where it keeps repeating the same phrase. Brow, 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 higher calling, higher calling. That's what I see them doing. You would be fine there. There would be joy and happiness there. There would be King of Pentacles. There would be abundance there. You'd thrive there. And the Five of Cups, though you would not feel fulfilled there because that's not your calling, right? So, it is like we were talking about, before, your calling is, like you feel like you're being drawn to, go to law school. And these other things are like, yeah, it'd bring in money and all that, but it wouldn't be satisfying, in the long run. You'd have fun, it would be okay, but it's not gonna fill you up. It's gonna feel like spilt cups, with all of that, broken record. But it is this I like it's a good money bringer for it. And I don't feel like I don't know, would it take a lot of your energy? I almost feel like it's I don't want to say beneath you. Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna be income. It's an income source. It's not a dream fulfiller, with that coming in. And so, it's like looking at it going, I I the advice Spirit would give you, it would be like, look at yeah, it's beneath you. In that it wouldn't require you it wouldn't challenge you, is what I mean by it's beneath you. It's like, you've done this, you can do the job, but I feel like spirit is saying, if you're going to go to school, law school while you're working, you need to find a no-brainer job where it doesn't take because your brain's gonna be fried in learning law. It's like going to medical school. It's like you have to learn so much stuff. I imagine they're telling me this, but that your brain would be fried. So exactly, exactly. You got it. That's exactly. You're picking up what they're putting down there. So that's definitely what they're looking at there. So so that's what's coming in. So yeah, so when you're looking around for jobs, like look for the money that you need, that you feel you'll need to meet expenses, but doesn't also going to require a whole lot of your energy. Absolutely. I'm excited for you. Counselor. I'm going to start calling you counselor. So many blessings. Thank you again for your multiple donations. I appreciate those. No, I don't feel like it would. I feel like that, because this card had come out and I was wondering what it was for, and now I know because you had that additional question. It's they this particular job, they're I feel like they have like, well, we prefer you take your vacation all at once, and what like they give you 2 weeks, like we want you to take a week at a time. We don't like, because we need this and blah blah blah. Just like they have a lot of rules and all that, but um also with going to school. Travel. Yeah, it's good. I still feel like there's something that um even less requiring, school's months away. you know I just feel like that there's even other jobs that are less stressful, less demanding, and comparable pay, in relation to all that. Um, but I just feel like, because you're going to be pouring all of your energy into your dream, into law, and it's going to take it. So, yeah, so that's what's coming in. All right. So many blessings. No travel, no travel. All right. Let's see where we were at here. I think we got down to infinity is one. Let's see, how many do we have? I might actually be able to finish most of these out this evening. So infinity is one. Your free reading. Hi. So you've been a ton of deja vu the past few days tends to make you feel like something bad is going to happen. Is spirit trying to send you a message? I feel like it's this Pisces moon energy is really coming in. Yeah, nothing to worry about. You got the Ace of Cups. It is a message of them letting you know that they're there. A lot of deja vu, any kind of repeating numbers. Let's see, repeating numbers, deja vu, dreams. A lot of this stuff, it's them saying, "Hey, we're here. We're if you need us, that we're letting you know we're here." The Ace of Cups is like, them just reminding you that you are loved and that they're there and available for you. You're supported. But I do feel like a lot of this is ignited because of this Pisces season. Pisces is the 12th house. It's our connection to spirit. The veil is very thin during this time. New moon tomorrow, too. The veil is even thinner. The eclipse is coming up here. They're less than 4 to 6 weeks away. So they're influencing us. There's a lot of this planetary energy. It's like, do you see the person standing over there? Not almost like that, right? So I feel like it's a lot of the planetary energies, but nothing bad. This is all love, 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 love. and they're just getting your attention so that to let you know that they're there. So repeating numbers is a big thing too. If you see a lot of those around, they're like, just so you know, we're here if you need us. Because they won't meddle in your life unless you ask with your own free will for them to do things. So that's what's coming in. So hopefully that makes sense, Infinity. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Flower Remedy. Will you find a new job with higher pay soon? Let's take a look here and see what we got going on here. All right. Wow. I believe so. You've got the Fool card, which is a new beginning coming in here, and the Star card, which is like a dream come true kind of card coming in here. So this is very, very prominent here. The Full card, it feels like endings and new beginnings, and so I do feel like there's and two major arcana, it's significant. So I do feel like you will, and especially with all this Aries and new beginnings energy with the eclipses and which happen on March 25th and April 6th, April 8th, April 6th, somewhere in there. And of course, Aries season starting on March 19th. Feel like it's between March 19th and April 19th, you're going to get some significant information. There's a lot of endings and beginnings that are happening. So I like that for you, Flower Remedy. Just really thumbs up with that. I mean, boom. And I do feel like it's during that period of time is what the based on current energies. So here we go. So buckle up, Buttercup. All right. Sorry, let me move my mouse here. Come on. I'm only going to be on for about 5 more minutes. Let me see here. How many do we have left here? We got that. We did that one. We did that one. All right. Arisha and Hadiza. Hey, God's daughter, you're very welcome. And Premia and Cassidy. All right. Yeah, so I do have like a couple of handfuls as I scroll down more. So I will I'm going to be headed off here in a moment to go spend some time with my praying mantis members, but I will jump back on since it's a handful, two handfuls. It'll won't take me too long. I'll come back on after I finish them, and then I'll finish out the readings that I don't get to here. I think I have time for at least one more, so I will do that, and then I'll come back on. So Arisha, thank you for being a new subscriber. Anyone to know, will things with Otis get serious? Let's take a look here. See what Spirit has here for you. Is it going to get serious? Serious. All right. There is the possibilities here, but what would require here? We got the 9 of Wands, which is like a barrier. And the barrier here has to do with the Full card, which the Full card here is this energy of, you know, um, they want this type of relationship without intention, without rules, without a cage. I just feel like they need it to be free. They want they're more looking for someone to go like on adventures with. And it's interesting because if they feel there's a cage, they want to run away from it. But if there's no cage, then they want to stay with, and because they like the bond of this adventure. But there's something to do with this fear of disappointing and having all these rules because I feel like they'd been told a lot of their lives growing up and other relationships of what a failure they are and how they don't, measure up and you're always letting me down. Why can't you be like them? And blah blah blah. And so they just want something that doesn't have a lot of pressure on them because when there's no expectations, then there's abundance and people are grateful for who you are. There's a lot of expectations. They're always looking at how you're falling short and failing. And so they're just tired of those feelings. And so they're looking at something that for someone just to go with the flow with them without needing, you know, definition and intentions. And I need to know where this is heading and da 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 da. So things can get serious if you'll allow them to lead the way and be totally okay with whatever, but otherwise, they need to go. So that's what's coming in, Arisha. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. All righty. So many blessings to you. I Techie, I really don't, because I'm gonna be headed out here. I just need to take some screenshots here. Well, one quick one, I can do a quickie. That sounds bad. I can do a quick question. So if you wanna send it while I'm taking screenshots here, I can, complete it before I'm heading out there. So Hadisa, you will be the first one up when I return this evening. And just grab some screenshots here. So I got Hadisa, Premia, Cassidy, the team. Hey, the team. Charlene and Hamanti Paul. I see you there. Oops. Let me grab that one here. And I think the rest are techie here. Flower remedy. Boom. That's fantastic. All right. All right. And then, so do you see you getting a contract role at WAS? All right. Let's take a look here and see. Thank you so much for your additional donation. I'm all looking over here at the chat. Wow, this moon really making me high. High on spirit. All right, let's take a look here. Contract role at WAS. Anything else? You're used to it by now. I know. And I appreciate that, Hadisa. You know, the earlier people get into the chat, the higher the chances are I get, but sometimes I don't get to a ton of free ones. That's why I want to come back on, because I do honor my community, and I know not everyone can give donations too. So thank you. Appreciate you. All right, Techie, you've got this Nine of Swords, which is nightmare and insomnia and fears, and the Knight of Wands, a lot of passion, a lot of I just don't feel like that would be very um enjoyable for you. It feels like there's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of expectations, a lot of I know, right? Yikes. A lot of this Knight of Wands, energy that comes in. It's like, whoa, 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 crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, energy, and I feel like there's a lot of friction and a lot of pressure with that, the contract role. So I don't know if they have a lot of like high expectations and high turnover or something. Um, yeah, right. Yeah. So definitely with the looking at those two things coming in, then I definitely see that happening there. So yeah, I'm like, woo, woo. It's like I just like, yeah, a lot of rules, a lot of rules. Hey, Alice, I'm actually headed out. But you'll be first if you pop your two questions in real quick. I'll capture those, and when I come back, I'll you'll be up first. Yeah, no problem at all. Just if you want to pop your questions though, that way I can you will be first because of your donations. So if you want to do those, let me give those some love and a like here while I'm here. And yeah, and Johanna, let me grab hers too, because she never. I'm gonna just grab that so I'll remember to tell her she has a credit for one, since I didn't get a question from her. Yeah. So while I'm waiting for Alice to pop those questions in there, just make sure everybody we've got a new moon in Pisces tomorrow morning. So here is a link to a video with a pick a card, but there also talks about the 10 new moon wishes. So make the most of these new moon wishes. Pisces, powerful energy. So be sure to check that out if you guys haven't yet already. And if you're looking for a beautiful meditation with a pick a card, we also visited Lake Titicaca. I like saying it. It's the sacral chakra of Mother Earth. And so we had a great meditational visit to the lake. And there's a pick a card here too, where we ask Spirit, where can you use support in your life? So be sure to check those out too. And, so you can check those out. And also for all the Pisces sun babies and for everyone in Pisces season that we're in right now, here's a pick a card for Pisces season and a special bonus for Pisces sun babies. So be sure to check that out too. All right, so I'll grab that one, Alice, and one more question to go. And then I'll be headed out here, everybody. So thank you again so much for all the love and all the support. There it is. Perfect. Thank you. And, I'm just so appreciative of your hunger and thirst for Spirit. And thank you for all the thumbs up to it. Help spread the Zen love. And like I said, for those of you I didn't get to yet, I will be headed out to to my Praying Mantis member session for about an hour or so. And then I will be jumping back and I will, complete out the free readings. And then I'll post a comment on the bottom, in the order in which they were completed. That way you can find them. And Alice, yours will be up first. Okay, let me grab that little extra there. Thank you, Alice. All right, everybody, I'm headed out. So much love to you. And remember, every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, much love. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world, and we'll see you soon. Take care. I don't do a chat for that one. So you can interact with me versus via the comments on the video, but there's not going to be a chat because then people will be asking more questions but I'll be back tomorrow morning for anyone that wants additional questions too at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. All right. All right. I'm out. I'm late. Gotta go.